got those Cadillacs. Still got my homies to watch my back and to smoke your ass. And when I come jack, that's why some pigs and the kids come sweating. They follow. Hollow point shill's hard to swallow. Why wallow when they come to roll on it with the clip in the wolf? I break your head's fine. Not kicking dust, cause they get bust. My crew's surrounded, I'm about to get rushed. I brush with them. How many shells left in my closet? Where my back home makes black when the shit goes down. Better be ready.
When the shit goes down.
When the shit goes down. You better be ready.
When the shit goes down.
When the shit goes down. You better be ready.
When the shit goes down.
When the shit goes down. You better be ready.
Better be ready.
I told the boys to start our blacks and the rest of the gases I strap on the bulletproof vest. Boom, I think I got one to the test. Hot damn, I didn't want to kill a man. Shit, still stand tall with the Hill Clan. Y'all, you better step back. You better fall. I'm coming up blasting like it's Simony Sam. I got the cheese and the bread for the ham. Shit goes down. You better be ready.
When the shit goes down.
When the shit goes down. You better be ready.
When the shit goes down.
When the shit goes down. You better be ready.
Shit goes down.
When the shit goes down. Say,
Better be ready. Yeah.
The following show features stupid opinions and ideas from two idiot brothers who probably did little research and practiced zero due diligence on the topic at hand. The developers' opinions do not reflect the views of their employer, guests, sponsors, families, neighbors, or pets. If you do not like what they are saying and don't agree with their views or opinions, don't watch the show. We can promise we do not care. Welcome to the worst show on the internet.
Hey, Isaac.
Hey, everybody, what's going
Isaac,
on?
why don't you piss Youngstown off and hit Youngstown group with an @everyone tag?
At everyone and everything Youngstown? Sure.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Youngstown City Schools getting raided tonight. We're going to talk about, I have police reports and audio and pictures from the Judge Krishbaum car wreck bicycle thing.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about cursive. We're going to talk about what else did I say? We had a whole bunch
and how old people think cursive is still relevant, even though it's not really relevant.
Oh, it was way more than just old people. We're going to talk about that.
Okay.
East Liverpool, the new mayor pissed everybody off. It is a very interesting time right now. Oh, and guess who's going to help us out?
Our boy.
Dude, you look like Black Jesus over there with your freaking.
Can you turn the light off? My God. It's second coming.
I'm trying to switch over to
my
my
light off. Literally,
my computer is not the best.
can you turn the light off at least? Dude, you seriously look like Black Jesus. There we go. That's better.
Is that better?
Now, Isaac, I don't want to say something racist right now, but now I can't see it.
Oh, you want to say something racist? Go ahead. Go. Let me start recording.
What?
That's the question. Get you so fast.
Hi, O'Keel.
What's up?
You know what's not fair? Seriously though, what's not fair?
What?
And this is not racist. I'm gonna say it right now. Having black skin makes your teeth look whiter. Having super pale skin makes my teeth look more yellow.
Or I brush my teeth every day.
I brush my teeth every day too, but because my skin's so pale and pasty, it makes my teeth look more yellow.
Megan just said it is now the opposite of Black Jesus.
Yes.
Oh, thanks for coming, buddy. We appreciate it. And for everyone who doesn't know, this is O'Keel Gist. He is friend, co-worker, Isaac's
ex-roommate,
MLO bro, black correspondent, as we like to call him.
Correspondent of the black community.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to see if I can go to my cell phone.
No, dude, you're fine. It's good. I mean, you do what you want. Though. You do you though. You do you. You want to go to your cell phone?
The dark is fine.
Okay, so let's talk. What do you guys want to talk about first? We got all kinds of good stuff.
You go ahead. You're leading, dude. You lead.
All right. Any requests? Anybody want to request any requests out there of what you guys want to talk about first?
I tagged everyone in Youngstown, so
there you go. Everybody's coming.
Soon.
Anybody want to talk about anything? All right, let's grab.
Let's go.
First? Oh, Nikki Frenchko. You want to talk about her first?
Akil, have you met Nikki Frenchko? Do you know who Nikki Frenchko is?
I do not know who Nikki Frenchko is.
Okay.
So Nikki Frenchko, for those of you like Akil who don't know the conversation, Nikki Frenchko is a Trumbull County commissioner. Isaac, absolutely insane.
On a scale from 1 to crazy, she's 1 to 10, 10 being craziest, she's about a 9.
Right. And she, long story, it's been like 3 years of this lady, and she is, or almost 4 years, and she is absolutely, like I said, insane. She ended up getting arrested. She got arrested at one point.
She's a Trumbull County commissioner.
Okay.
Yeah. She's so bad. Stop, Justin. And anyways, she's caused all kinds of havoc. She's fought. She's gotten sued. She's been sued. She got sued by the employees for being abusive, which she lost these court cases. But
so when you say fight, does she throw hands? Fight?
Argue.
Okay.
Argue is the best way to describe it. But anyways, what happened a while ago, and Isaac and I were on this. She was during a live meeting. Now she's a Republican. There's 2 Democrats in office at the time.
Oh, I know who this is. Never mind.
They went in and they arrested her. I don't know if you saw that, for not reading some paper.
Yeah.
Right. And basically they said it was causing a disturbance. The sheriff went in and arrested her. Anybody see anything wrong with that? Isaac O'Keel arresting someone.
O'Keel, like classic pretty girl, crazy attitude mentality. The best example is they put a glass box around her feet at her desk because she runs a heater, and they say it was making them too hot. So they put like a box around her to keep the heat in there. She goes in with a hammer and just breaks the box.
Yeah, she's
with a hammer, like just go and breaks it. Like, no, hey, remove it. Just like, it's just crazy stuff.
We've said since day one, she's like the ex-girlfriend that'll kill your cat and stuff it in a mailbox, kind of. Oh, remember she released photos of her ex-husband.
Yeah, like nude photos
of her ex-husband.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like nuts. What? Why is this not working?
It's the only.
Sorry. Good God. Can you hear me? I'm trying to hear something. Okay. So you want to watch? Let's watch. So anyways, there was a court case, and it went to the court, and here we'll talk about it. So anyways, of her getting arrested. This is on her getting arrested.
Let's do it.
Only medication that can treat a migraine when it strikes and prevent migraine attacks. Treat and prevent all in one.
Don't take if allergic to Nurtec.
Yeah,
Allergic reactions can occur even days after using.
Thank you.
New at 6, we're hearing from Trumbull County Commissioner Nikki Frenchko after a recent ruling by a federal judge. She talked to our sister station in Cleveland. Frenchko filed a federal lawsuit against Trumbull County Sheriff Paul Monroe and the commissioners after sheriff's deputies arrested her in July of 2022. The suit claimed that Frenchko was arrested for her political beliefs and speech. The judge ruled that her arrest was unlawful and a violation of state and federal law.
When I saw the decision, it was absolutely vindicating.
This is not Vladimir Putin's country. This is not Bashir al-Assad's country. We do not arrest our political opponents because of something they said.
The judge ruled in favor of the county on several other claims. So far, we haven't heard back from the attorneys representing Monroe and the commissioner.
So, I can't stand Dave Beatrice.
What? No, seriously, let's talk about it. Why do you hate Dave Beatrice so much?
Because he's a freaking complete political hack job that is some ambulance chasing lawyer that only does stuff for political gain and business gain, mostly political. It all goes back to him being on the Board of Elections. Remember that whole thing?
Yeah, representing the Democrats and
he represents the Democrats. He acts like a Republican. It's so gross. He's a better, exactly, Rob. He's a better Call Saul Youngstown. That's why I can't stand Dave Beatrice, and that's my opinion. I'm allowed to say.
And I respect Better Call Saul, so I'm with Dave.
What's that?
I'm with Dave Beatrice. I respect Better Call Saul.
So he used to be, or was, I don't know if he still is or not, a client of my wife's dog sitting business. So
probably not up to that comment.
So Melissa says she was removed because of the way she was treated the clerk. I don't understand why this is being pointed out.
All right.
Go ahead, Okiel.
So I have seen the full video of her arrest. Now that we speak on this, I know who this is. And with complete transparency beforehand, I am a little biased because I am friends with some of her relatives. With that being said, you both know me. I'm as loyal as they get. So I'm little off the edge on how probably everyone else feels. But did she get arrested for speaking? Was it speaking out of turn? What was it that led to the arrest?
When she got arrested in the meeting, the arrest seemed like say what you want about her, the arrest in the meeting seemed wrong. Like it was like set up on purpose.
And that's
to
why
make it look like they were doing something, like they were proving a point. It was really politically kind of gross.
Correct. So like if we're having political arrests and stuff like that for appearance sake,
yes,
I don't feel that's right. And if it's because of the way she treated someone, okay, I guess in a courtroom you have to show respect.
But the problem is, Melanie and Isaac and Okiel, the problem is it's politics, right? It's Republicans, Democrats.
Yes.
So what this does, so she's saying mean things about people, right? She kept interrupting the clerk and putting putting her phone on the clerk's face. Again, she can do that, right? She does all that stuff though, Melanie. But we called it, Isaac and I called this. Do you remember this, Isaac? We said this is bad. They shouldn't have arrested her.
Yeah.
Because this is giving her power. This is giving her attention. This is giving her, people are saying, like, it's already happening. People are saying.
Not even that. Like, you can be annoying. You can put a phone in a clerk's face as a leader of the community. You can do all of this crazy stuff if you want to. But does that mean you should be arrested in your own meeting just to prove a point? No, there's a difference between doing all this over the top stuff. You can do all this over the top stuff if you're not doing anything illegal and they're just arresting you because you're annoying. Listen, I'm the most annoying guy on the planet here, and I don't want to get arrested for being annoying or doing something crazy if it's not wrong. So
exactly,
it's like policing is one of those hard jobs because you have to know how to stay vigilant and never let anyone get underneath your skin. Mm-hmm. Because at no point should you allow someone to annoy you to the point that you arrest them when they didn't do anything wrong. Because now we're having a conversation about, her being arrested worked out in her favor. If she got arrested for something that she shouldn't have been arrested for, of course it should work out in her favor. That's just how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, I don't know. You just can't. Again, I'm looking at this bigger picture, and bigger picture is you have two Democrats and one Republican. It looks like in a Democratic sheriff, it looks like they do that right for political. Even outside looking, even it's super annoying, even all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
The problem is the court doesn't rule against the Trumbull County commissioners and the sheriff. You could have in other areas people getting arrested because of that, right?
Yeah, it can apply to other things, which I don't like. I don't want to give the court any more power to do stupid shit than they already have.
Right. Yeah, it's all political bullshit. But again, I don't think so. Do you think there's a chance? Do you think she'll get reelected?
I don't think so, no. I think
this stuff gets supporters.
I just don't. I think she's pissed enough. I think she's pissed a lot of older Republicans off that they're, even if you have the people that vote red every single time, I think they'll go out of their way to vote against her now.
The other interesting thing, did you notice WKBN? It was their sister station in Cleveland. She didn't even go to the WKBN in Youngstown.
I don't know.
Did you notice that? Why would she do that? She probably doesn't like our local media either, I'm sure.
Also, bigger market in Cleveland.
Yeah, trying to get more.
This is something that, like, because I originally saw this on Instagram, on like ABC News worldwide, and it had like 40,000 views and stuff.
Yeah. Oh hell no! Dems are changing parties to vote against her. Yeah, see, it's because they're gonna totally try and get rid of her. WK.
Let's take a break and talk about number one. If you're watching, there's 69 people watching right now live. If you could go down below to the bottom left of O'Keel, there's a little like button. If you could give us a like. Also, all three of us here are MLO bros. We're all three of us are loan officers. Even O'Keel, if you want to call him for a loan. Luke and I are real estate agents. We will put this sign right here in your house, or in your yard, and sell your house. So call us if you want us to list your house, or if you're interested in buying a house. We can get you financed. We can be your agent, whatever you want. So on to the next one. Luke, what's the next topic?
I'm trying to set up. Let me see if I can grab this thing. Video file, slides, extra camera, share screen.
What's that, Robert Santos? You're closing tomorrow on your home that we helped you that Luke helped you finance, and that I was your agent until I got fired? Yeah. That happened. That happened. Thanks, Rob.
This is going to look weird while I do this, but hold tight. All right. It's going to be like, yeah, look at that. It's going to be super weird.
It's a podcast. It's in podcasts. In podcast.
It's like a podcast inside a podcast. All right. So, for those of you, again, living underneath a giant rock, we'll go over this real fast.
Don't pull up your history, Luke. Don't want people to see that.
Clear the cookies.
This makes me so much more mad than freaking Frenchko. I could give a crap about Frenchko when it comes to this freaking goon.
Yeah. Oh, just wait till you hear the phone call.
This freaking goon. I can't hear anything, Luke.
No.
Why
can't you hear anything?
I think we played this the other day, but I can't hear anything. Okay, hold on. You got to share it with audio.
I did. All right, sorry everybody. I'm trying here. This is freaking hard. Lots of work files. This is my work computer.
Oh, so it's on the home computer.
Exactly.
Rob says, "I am not the reason you were fired. Let's open that can tomorrow, my friend." Luke said I'm not allowed. You have to do all the posting, Rob. Just tag me, please.
All right, there we go. Let's try this again. All right, can you see that?
Yeah.
Back in November.
You hear this?
Judge Scott.
Yeah. All right, I'll start.
Krish Brahm appeared.
Mahoning County judge pled guilty to 2 misdemeanor charges after an incident involving a bicyclist back in November.
Judge Scott Krish Brahm appeared in court this morning, but this time as a defendant.
Corey McRae was there when he took a plea deal and heard from the victim on how he says he's still healing from the ordeal.
Judge R. Scott Kirschbaum pled guilty to reckless operation and overtaking vehicles proceeding in the same direction. Both of those charges misdemeanors.
Reckless operation in violation of 4511.20. How would you like to please?
Looks like a bad guy in a movie.
The second count of overtaking and passing vehicles charge 45 in violation of 4511.27. How would you wish to plead at that? Guilty.
The charges stem from a crash on November 16th when the Mahoning County judge hit a bicyclist on Sherritt Road while both were headed in the same direction. The crash report says Kirschbaum left the scene without stopping, but came forward after discovering damage to his car. The bicyclist, 19-year-old Cameron Wyant, who was taken to Mercy Hospital for minor injuries that night, says he's still dealing with numbness months later.
My arm is partially still numb on my elbow side. I have a scar there that is still.
Get your money, baby. Get your money.
Court-appointed retired Stark County Judge David Stuckey to hear the case. Kirschbaum is ordered to pay $400 in fines related to those charges, in addition to court fees. With more local news, I'm Corey McRae.
$400. Hold on. God, that makes me so mad. $400. He hit a dude on a bike, drove away, and went home.
So
$400 no jail time.
Here's what, as we did our research, as we collected the dispatch records of the night of the event, here's basically, we came to dead ends. And the dead ends basically were unanswered questions. So where was, here, get rid of this, Luke, real quick. We'll listen to those in a second.
You don't want to listen to the phone call?
Yeah, just wait.
Okay.
So, unanswered questions. O'Keel, where do you think he was coming from?
Where?
He was coming from the Lake Club in November. Was he golfing?
Reported to us. We don't know for a fact.
He was reported to us.
What time?
From the Lake
What time
Club.
was he coming home?
Middle of the night?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
So before sunset, he could have been golfing.
So was he golfing? That's the unanswered question. Was he golfing? Why don't we go get some, I don't know, video footage of the Lake Club? Do they have video footage at the bar? Like, there's so many unanswered questions. Okay, he hits this guy on his car. If you hit someone on a bike and it does enough damage to take off your side view mirror, are you noticing that when you're driving?
Wouldn't you be unlawfully driving if you don't notice it?
So can you prove that? That's what. Can you prove that he driving in his car was unaware that his side view mirror was gone until he got home?
So
if he then drives home, he sees the damage, he's allowed to come in the next day and turn himself in. It's like all these things. Probably like if you hit someone with your car, if your side view mirror comes off, you're pulling over, you're checking. Like the average person is getting out of the car and checking. But because he knows the book of the law, he knows that he has 24 hours. He'll go home, make sure he doesn't have any alcohol in his system. That's the correct thing to do, to squirm your way out of this situation. You can't prove any of this. Yeah. But the best thing to do to squirm out of this like a piece of crap is to, after you hit someone with your car, if you have any bit of alcohol in your system, you go home, you got 24 hours, you get all the alcohol out of your system, you have the lawyer call because you know all the rules, you know how to manipulate the system. Do you want as a person that pays for and voted in a judge, do you want a judge that does the right thing, that pulls over, that is a good person, that doesn't lie, that doesn't cheat, that checks to make sure that person they just hit with their car is okay? Or do you want a person that uses his knowledge to squirm and maneuver his way out of getting it?
There's so many crimes that go on with leaving the scene, though. So that's what makes it a little confusing to me, because you have fabrication of evidence, you have unlawfully driving.
What's the fabrication of evidence? What do you mean?
So you left the crime scene. So like the second you hit someone, that's now a scene. It's kind of like a hit and run.
It is a hit and run, but I spoke. So I, not to cut you off, O'Keel, but
you're fine.
I spoke to a local police chief about all this. And first off, I do want to thank Beaver Township Police.
They were great.
Police. I didn't talk to Police Chief Datillo, but he did send me all that information when I did an information request. He was very open about it, and I have video, I have pictures. We'll get over that right now. But I talked to another local police chief, and he was explaining to me, because I'm good friends with a guy, and I'm like, dude, you have to explain this to me. How does this happen? Right? He says it's all about evidence, and it's all about proving guilt, right? And it happened, and as soon as that guy left and he left the scene, right? Saying he didn't know he hit anybody, saying he went home and he woke up and he saw his car damaged and he had his lawyer call in, right? So I'm like, well, why don't you go arrest the guy right now? And they're like, and he said, well, I can't, because technically speaking, according to the laws, he didn't know he hit anybody, and we can't read into his mind. I'm like, that's bullshit.
Okay, yeah, that's
and here's what's so frustrating to me is the average person who's a good person hits somebody in their car and they pull over and they check on them. And whether you're going to jail or not, you pull over and you check on them because you're a good person, because you have a conscience. But when all of this, you can't prove any of this stuff, but the correct thing to do when you know the law, because the best way to get out of this situation, he knows everything in his head because he deals with it every single day, because he has knowledge of what to do legally to get out of the situation. He is able to. We can't prove that he did this, but he is able to use all of his knowledge to squirm and maneuver out of it by knowing that, oh, I'll just say I didn't know I hit him. Oh, I'll just have my lawyer call tomorrow because I have 24 hours. He knows exactly what to do to squirm his way out of it and not be a good person, but mitigate the damages to himself and his career.
I agree. I agree.
Which is smart, but do you want that type of person as a judge judging other people? Or do you believe that a judge should be better? A judge who's going to decide the fate of people and send people to prison. You are supposed to be better.
Well,
but why would I be better than something that is orchestrated in the gray, which is our judicial system? It's not black and white.
Because you are a judge. Elected by the people. There are judges
have fiduciary duties outside of work.
What's that?
Do judges have fiduciary duties outside of work?
No, I don't think so.
No, but he was elected in. There are judges who have decided, hey, if I'm gonna judge people off of stupid like DUIs and stuff, I'm not gonna drink anymore. Or if I'm gonna judge on this, I have to be better. And those are the good judges. You take that position, you have to be better than the average person because you're acting on behalf, you're an elected person. You're better than. And that's how it should be. I want somebody better than the average person who goes to the bar and then drives home. Why are you not sitting at that bar saying, you know what, I had a couple drinks, I'm not going to drive home. We can't prove it. Like I said, I'm not saying this happened, but you should see, I'm not going to even attempt to drive home.
Isaac, to go on the drinking part, I then asked the police chief, again, not the Beaver Township one, but a different one, just to get information on it, how it works. And I'm like, why? It took 30 days for them to press charges, right? For the county to press charges. They went out. Remember, they didn't do Mahoning County because it was a conflict of interest. They went out. Okay. And he says, basically what we do is we gather our investigation, our stuff, and give it to them. And then they come up with the charges, the prosecutor, right? And I said, well, what about if I have people coming forward saying he was at the Lake Club drinking? Why don't you get those people in here? Why don't you pull videotapes? Why, you know what I mean? Why isn't that part of the investigation? And he goes, you can't prove how drunk he was. You can't prove if he was intoxicated. You can't prove any of that, even with the footage of him drinking. I'm like, can't you like time it out and say that? And he's like, yeah, but you still don't have enough evidence to convict him for a DUI or to prove that he was doing it.
And then what about, was there any type of, within the court system, was there any type of like backroom dealings happening?
What I would be very curious to see here, not to cut you off, Isaac.
Yeah.
Is there any like similar cases worldwide where something like this happened and the person wasn't an elected official? And how did that end?
Oh, I'm not an elected. I mean, we could look at elected officials, but we actually pulled up last week. We pulled up a court case where Krishbaum found a girl who hit a guy on a bike and put her in jail for 180 days and a $1,000 fine.
Okay, so have you seen any more? Like, what happens 9 times out of 10 is what I'd be very curious to see.
Yeah, I don't know. We'd have to look.
And like playing devil's advocate, you don't want to like. So you could try and make the argument. I'm trying to see the other side here. You could try and make the argument. Okay, this is one time, and if you were in his shoes,
on a bike.
I know. If you were in his shoes, what would you do? And like,
get out of the car and make sure the kid's not dead on the side of the road.
I know. And
you man up and say, I fucked up.
Which it's so funny because now that you say stuff like this, it makes me wonder, like, naturally speaking, I know that I would get out of the car and speak. That's what I believe my nature says. But now that I know this, if something goofy like this were to occur, would your brain instantly simulate, how can I defend myself from going to jail?
Right. Not only if you're an arrogant, selfish, narcissistic asshole.
Yes, but like, especially like with stuff like that happening, I believe that like adrenaline takes over, and his concern clearly wasn't that person, and it was himself.
It was him and it became him and his family.
Now, is that scary from a judge? I can understand a regular civilian doing that.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is let's can we listen to the videos? We gotta listen. You gotta look at the picture because here's the thing. His defense was, I didn't know I hit anybody until I woke up in the morning, right? Then why the hell, or I didn't know my car was damaged. I didn't hit anything until I woke up in the morning, right? So if that's me, I honestly don't think I hit anything, or I didn't, I don't know what I did. I would just call the police station and say, hey, I think I hit something, right?
I would say, I think someone hit my car.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. He had his lawyer call.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was thinking instantly when you said a lawyer was instantly involved.
Yeah. Yeah. A lawyer called the cops, not him. A lawyer. He knew what he did.
I mean, his first call was to his lawyer, not the insurance company.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I hate too, and we've talked about this before, is that all the lawyers in Youngstown, all the judges in Youngstown, they all freaking know each other and they all play freaking golf together. That in itself is a conflict of interest and grosses me out and makes me think, okay, who did he call? Like, can't confirm nor deny this happened, but who did he call after all this stuff went down to make sure that he was just going to fly under the radar and only pay $400? Just, you got to ask that question. You're really
all right. Ready? Let's do this. Here we go. So, sorry about the Matrix. This is the 911 call from somebody who calls in, and you can actually hear the kid in the background screaming in pain. Ready? I can do this. I can't hit my little play screen here because it's
911. What is the location of your emergency?
9363 Sherritt Road, Poland, Ohio.
It's a little girl calling in. Hold on, you're here.
I don't know. My mom left. We heard something outside. My mom just told me.
It's an echo, Luke.
911.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Can you turn your speakers down, Luke?
What's that?
Turn your speakers down.
Yeah, hold on. Here.
Yeah.
Is that better?
911. What is the location of your emergency?
Oh, I can't turn my speakers down because
you're good.
Not hear it.
Okay, what's going on?
Isaac.
Okay, give me 1
It's
second.
good. It's good.
You can hear it?
Yes, it's good.
Okay, I can't hear it.
911. What is the location of your emergency?
9363 Sherritt Road.
Okay, what's going on?
Ohio. Gentleman riding his bike
Echoing.
in a car.
Okay, did the car stop?
No, it did not.
What kind of car was it?
I have no idea. I lived here. I heard him yelling outside. I heard the thunk, the crash.
Okay, how old is
But
he?
no one stopped it. Sir, how old are you? 19.
Okay, where are his injuries? What kind of injuries?
Oh my God.
Where are you injured the worst?
Right?
His arm.
Okay, what's his name?
What's your name, sir? Cameron Wyatt.
Okay, what's your
In a
name?
lot of pain. My name's Heather Van Kirk.
Okay, I'll have an ambulance on the way up.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
So a lady hears a thunk from inside, and comes outside But you're telling me you driving the car does not hear you hitting someone. You should not be driving, sir. If you didn't hear it, there is no reason for you to have your license.
Yeah, right. Dude, it's so. When I heard that, I was like, "You got to be shitting me." She heard it inside the house, right?
Yeah,
inside
the
house,
dude.
With the TV maybe on.
Oh my god, dude! I cannot believe this. It's so ridiculous.
Here's the worst part about it all, though. That poor 19-year-old kid. 19's still a kid. You now know that the system is not fair.
Yep.
That will turn me into a villain.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
That right there would destroy me.
All right, hold on. And I got photos too. Hold on, let me show you guys. I'm not. Oh, let me load these.
That's fucked up.
Hold on. All right, let me show you some of this stuff here too. So we got photos. Here we go. Photo. That's the mirror. You mean to tell me you didn't hear that come out of your car? Right?
He was. I'm sure he was blaring music driving home or something. Right? That's the excuse. I was listening to music real loud.
Oh, that's the same one. And I think I got another one. Where's the other picture? No, that's the traffic report. Hold on. Position. Oh, here. Okay, wait. Here's a good one too. This is the cop call. Yeah, that's not too interesting. I could play it though if you guys want. Dispatch the cops. Here we go.
Judge was blaring Slayer.
Did.
Police and fire, dispatch, Chris.
Hey, it's Daniel Fever.
Hello.
Hey, I had a hit and run car versus bicyclist on Sherritt Road. The vehicle left the scene. All we have is that it was a maroon in color car that continued northbound on Sherritt towards Boardman. And it's going to be missing a passenger side mirror and have front end passenger side damage. If you guys can maybe put a bullet out for a piece of whatever.
So echoey, dude.
I can't.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's just dispatch. Everybody watching, it's just dispatch of them saying it was what the type of car, and there's no real details in it. I listened to all of it too.
Yeah. Let's see here. I thought there was a picture of the bike somewhere, but maybe there isn't. Okay. All right. So, anyways, let's go to so this is really interesting.
Did it hit the front of his car at all, or was it just the?
I don't know. They didn't have pictures of the car. I didn't see any pictures of the car.
Probably not. They don't want that out there.
All right. So
why wouldn't you collect that evidence? Come on.
I think I don't know. Let's read this here. So this is the actual police report that they sent me. And there is some juicier stuff in here. So he's traveling northbound on Sherritt, hit skip unit. The hit skip unit was traveling northbound when it struck unit 1. So see over here.
Unit 1 and unit 2.
Let's see here. There was cop comments in here somewhere. I thought maybe it's the other one. Yeah, this is just a police report. Hold on, there was another one in here. Let me grab it. Redacted.
Yeah, he had his car in and out of the body shop already and all fixed up so that they can't take pictures of the damages.
Yeah, here it is. This is the one I wanted. Okay, so this is the incident report. Officer Bator was the one doing it. It was at, what is that, 6:36. Let's see here.
And in no way, shape, or form am I trying to bash Beaver Police.
No.
They did a great job of doing all of this stuff, and I don't want to bash the police.
What should have happened, though, is the prosecutor that was there from outside the county should have went after this judge more, right? There should have been hit and run. Why didn't you do that? The guy, there should have been, was he drinking? that kind of, there should have been so much more from the prosecutors doing that. I mean, that's where this falls.
And why aren't you, I know to some extent, obviously they're being more lenient with this guy, obviously.
100%.
So why isn't it why isn't that judge saying, well, listen, sir, since you know how all of this works, we're going to be a little tougher on you. Why wouldn't you?
And that's what I think. That's how I think it should be.
Yeah.
I think in situations like that, that's when we are supposed to be more critical.
Right. And like, so you knew that if you did this, you'd have a better chance of getting out of it. You knew if you did this, you had a better chance of getting out. Why did you have your lawyer call in the morning? Why wouldn't you call and say, my car has damage and I don't know why. Maybe somebody hit my car. No, you just had your lawyer call. Why is that? Why not ask more questions? No, they're just like, he did A, B, C, and D, and there's nothing we can do. Sorry. Like, that's not okay to me.
Have you ever gotten in trouble like when you're little and the first time you do something wrong, your parents aren't that mad at you because you didn't understand the trouble you can get into for it? But then you did that stupid thing again.
Yeah, for sure.
How's the punishment the second time? I feel like it should be like that. Not that it's the second time, it's that you know better.
Yeah.
I just can't. This whole thing. It's terrifying. It's almost scary to me that a guy can hit a dude on a bike. He's a judge, drive away, have his lawyer call, and then get a $400 fine. It's not over yet for him because for what the news was saying and everything, they're going to sue the judge in like civil court for money.
And then I have friends that like I'm talking to, and they're like, Isaac, are you stupid enough to go after a judge or talk about a judge in your podcast? What if you ever show up in his court? Like, aren't you afraid of him? Like, I know people at the Lake Club that are afraid of him because they don't want to say anything to him because, he's the judge and everybody's nice to him. I'm like, that's fake as hell, number one. Treating somebody differently because of their ranking. Like, that's number one. That's not me. I don't care who you are. I'm going to talk to you like I talk to everybody. And like, no, I'm not afraid of him. If I ever showed up in his court for some reason, number one, now that we're talking about this, I'd probably request another judge. Number two, if he ever tried to do anything unfair, I would go, send me to jail, do whatever you want to me, but I will freaking go down swinging, and I will obviously scream all the way to the freaking jail cell that you're a piece of crap. Do you
think we could get a request like he did for an outside prosecutor, an outside judge like he did?
I don't know. I don't think they'd ever sue us or anything like that, because if they did, it would be nothing more than proving that we have relevance.
Yeah.
So if that ever happened, we could then say, hey, we're relevant enough in Youngstown community, and we talked about this guy, so we want a Cleveland judge. All right, and then they'd probably go back and watch all the videos about how much I talk shit about lawyers and judges. And they'd probably be like, yeah, screw this guy. Let's hit him with the whole freaking book.
You'd be like, we'd have to represent ourselves because no lawyer would take us.
Right. So right. The lawyers would be like, oh, Isaac, I thought I played golf with the judge. Why would you want me to defend you?
Isaac, if that happens, I want you to write me a letter from jail, you and Luke, and I will come on your computers to the MLO Bros, and I will read your letters to the fans.
Luke, or O'Keel, let the people know, O'Keel. Let the people know my plight.
I want to go. I'll tell you what, we could do a stream live from jail with our one phone call.
Right.
Our phone call. There's plenty of look. So James Naples saying there's plenty of corruption in this town. Now it's just in government instead of gangsters. That's true too, man. Exactly right. Our government, our politicians are gangsters. A lot of them, anyways. Not all of them, but a lot of them. At least the mob did it with some class and style. Exactly. Aw, Megan will represent us. Thanks, Megan.
Bo says it's very sad that the judge thinks he's above the law, being he's so hard on people that he gives sentences to. He acts like he's better than the people he serves. Yeah, especially since he was O'Keel. This guy was known as like the hardo of judges, very hard on this and very very tough on this type of crime and this and that, and like walks around like, oh, I'm so tough. And then you do something wrong and you pay $400. That's a laugh. They should give you exactly what you give everybody else and be just as tough on your crimes as they are on everybody else's. But no, that's not how it works.
If he judged the case similar to his own, I would love to see that.
Yeah, just give him the same exact punishment he gave somebody else, but they won't do that.
You guys keep going or talk about something else?
Let's talk about the schools and how they're corrupt too. And the
While we're
schools,
talking
the
about
city schools were raided by the FBI.
corruption, while we're talking about corruption, how about find me another town or another school that has been raided by the feds.
The freaking feds.
Raided by the feds. Okil, you've been raided by the feds, haven't you?
With the feds watching, Okil. With the feds watching.
Hey, man.
You're not allowed to talk about that still?
Nah.
All right. All right.
Well, that was the auditors, not the feds.
That was the auditors, not the feds?
Yeah. So here's the thing. There's a big difference. Feds are never wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the feds are raiding you, they already know what you got. They're just coming to get
it. It's over. It's the feds. You can't.
Yeah. All right. Youngstown City Schools and urgent care place were raided by the feds. Here we go. Let's watch this. Here we go.
We are animal children, Mahoning County's
Oh,
only
that's our
humane
friends,
society.
Isaac.
Now more than ever, we need more help to continue to rescue and rehome neglected and abused animals and prosecute their abusers. Donate today at animalcharityofOhio.org.
That's a great thing.
Last night, we told you about a series of FBI searches concerning Youngstown City Schools, as well as QuickMed Urgent Care and the home of its owner, Lena Ashmail.
We know from sources that agents were looking for information about the school's business relations during the tenure of then CEO Justin Jennings.
Tonight, we've got more insight into how much money the district spent with QuickMed during that time period.
Leslie Huff takes us through the millions that changed hands and what it was all supposed to be used for. Now, it's important to note that we do not know what exactly federal agents are looking for or if there's any evidence of criminal activity.
That's right. We still do not know the details of this situation, but over the course of the past year, we've obtained financial documents between the district, QuickMed, and other companies. Those contracts show millions of tax dollars flowing from the district on Jennings' orders.
Starting from November of 2021 up to today, contracts show the Youngstown City School District paid QuickMed over $5 million.
What?
The business was hired to provide the district with a variety of medical, dental, and athletic services. During former Superintendent Justin Jennings' tenure, he entered into multiple contracts, including creating healthcare facilities inside of 3 district school buildings, and he agreed to pay QuickMed $1,500 a month for 5 years, starting in 2021. Then they entered into a dental contract with the facility for $900,000 for 1 year. They also signed a 10-year mental health service contract, agreeing to reimburse QuickMed for startup costs, hiring of staff, and developing the operation. In addition to that, the district paid a one-time fee of roughly $663,000 for an ophthalmology program with a minimum commitment of 3 years, allowing QuickMed to bill insurance for eye exams and glasses. While we don't know the specifics of what the feds are looking into involving the contracts, we do know that the district has spent money with QuickMed, and the fact that most of these services were paid for from $78 million the district received to help schools recover during the pandemic. And today, the district has a little over $2 million of its federal funds left to spend by the end of the year. With the district facing a steep deficit in the next 3 years, it's unclear how they will maintain these obligations. With more local news, I'm Leslie Huff.
Okay, I have no idea how any of that money is supposed to be used, because like at the end there, she said they have a certain amount of money that they have to use or else it goes back to the government. So like, are they just trying to dish out $5 million to QuickMed for COVID tests or whatever to just use the money in our area and just try and give back and then get kickbacks? I'm assuming you're giving QuickMed $5 million and then they are giving you some type of kickback by paying for all of those tests. That's what I bet.
FBI is involved. Okay, they're not just going to go raid a building off a hint. They know something was happening.
Right. number one, why was the school even given $5 million? Number one. And then, like, why are they then giving it to Quick Med for COVID tests when you can get COVID tests for free? And then I'm sure they raided that facility and somebody's got like nice clothes on. They got like a gold looking fresh as hell with the feds watching. But like, what do you think, O'Keel?
Somebody snitched. Two. This is gonna sound bad, but I'm just every day I go back and I think of COVID. I just think I'm the only person who ain't make no money off of it.
Right.
I went to work every day like an idiot, and everybody, even the schools, is making money.
Yeah. Look, how many COVID tests? Yeah. So if they gave them money for COVID tests, they're like you said, Isaac,
all of them.
They could get those tests for free, right? Like everybody was getting those tests for free, and then they pay QuickMed $5 million. That CEO has something to do with that QuickMed and was getting something back. I don't care.
That superintendent or whoever it was of the Youngstown City School.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. The CEO of the school is what they call him. It's a superintendent. They call him the CEO.
Do you think when people doing stuff like this, they're sitting in a room, and they're just like, and guess what? They're never gonna catch us.
Yeah. Listen, man, just give me a soft $5 million. And listen, it's all COVID money. They gotta spend it. You gotta spend it. It's $5 million. If you don't spend that $5 million before the end of the year, it's gone. Poof, the government's gonna take it back. So just give it to me. I'll kick you a soft.
I'll give you a little bit back. Yeah.
I'll give you $1 million. We're all millionaires, brother. We're all millionaires.
We win it, baby.
Exactly.
We win it.
We're winning. We'll go get some nice cars.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. If I was on there, I'm not gonna say there's gonna be signs, but there will be signs that I got that money.
Yeah. You just got rings on every finger, big ass gold chain.
I won't have 2 chains. I have like 8 of them.
Listen, officer. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking. There was no kickbacks. What kickback?
I can't wait because we're going to continue this when we get more info. But we're going to have to see if we're right or not. We're going to have to see if you're right.
Like, at what point do we just take Youngstown's government and leaders?
Let's be putting gold crowns on every school.
Scrap it and start over.
Exactly. You're going to see signs, all just straight gold teeth.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You ain't going to say your teeth look white no more because I'm black. They're going to be shining.
They're going to be diamonds, baby. Diamonds.
Hey, Chris Bernardo, if I had that COVID money, there's not a stripper within 100 miles that would be able to bankroll that dental school they're saving up for. I mean, what the hell, man? I just don't get it. Why is Youngstown like this? Can you explain it to me? Is it just us, or is it?
No, everyone's like this. It's just we're a little dumber.
Are we dumber?
Yeah. I mean,
our criminals are great.
I mean, the FBI is like, so guys, let's see. What are the stupidest things happening with the COVID money? Some idiot in Youngstown just paid a local place $5 million for COVID tests. And get this, COVID tests are free. Let's look into that one.
Let's go get them, Youngstown.
Maybe we should look into that one.
Yeah, look, and Michelle's right. I feel bad because it's the kids. I mean, we're not talking about it. We're talking about a school, right? A inner city school that is being taken advantage of by the people running it that have had problems forever, right? And it just continues. And these kids are the one that they should use that money for freaking good stuff. Like, it's like, come on. Oh.
Melissa, did you notice anybody having any nicer clothes or nicer cars or anything going on with the leadership?
Melissa, did you get a manila envelope with $500,000 in it? Yes or no?
Melissa, what kind of car do you drive? What's your wardrobe looking like, Melissa?
She's like, I got a little Lamborghini. It's a lease.
It's like that's so wild. Every teacher at this school got a brand new Range Rover.
You're not gonna believe a crazy sheriff sale.
We need to talk. Doesn't Seville? Is it Coffin? Isn't Coffin one of the? Doesn't that part of the Youngstown City Schools? We should get Mike Seville up here.
I think they get some of the money. I think they get some money.
I'm pretty sure he's part of that Youngstown City Schools. We need to go after Seville. I'm gonna go see what kind of car he's driving. I'm gonna drive down the road.
Is that technically, is Coffin considered the technical school for the city schools?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yep.
That's hilarious.
Let's see here. Kids and teachers are who suffer. Didn't teachers go on strike because Youngstown didn't have any money? Yeah, I think it's separate money. They had to spend that money on medical stuff, I think. Is the way if I'm understanding it right.
So do you think that there may have been a good intention with the shady backdoor deal, saying like, look, we give this to you now, but you're at our beck and call?
Yeah. Dude, the whole thing, man. What?
If there were teachers on strike and that guy, that leader, was getting paid, and he's like, listen, we're gonna get everybody paid. As he's collecting a paycheck, he's like, guys, don't worry, everybody's gonna get paid. It's fine. As he's like wearing all these rings and he's like, guys, everybody's gonna get paid. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Melissa said, still wearing my clothes from Walmart.
That's exactly what I would say if I just made $1 million.
Exactly.
You know what they say? Melissa? They say lay low for a bit. Then you can launder the money.
Well, last thing before we go, and we had a bunch. We'll carry stuff over. We had stuff about East Liverpool and everything else like that. While we're talking about money, would you guys, O'Keel, did you skip school at all?
Skip school
when you were in high school?
Yeah,
a lot.
Like you mean like just didn't go to school?
Yeah, like just stay home.
High school is stupid. Yeah.
Okay, Isaac, you never really did.
I did, and I was pretty good.
Nerd.
All right, so check this out. It's freaking. Hold on, I gotta open up.
O'Keel, I was office aide too. I was pretty, and that's why they called me back. We're actually speaking to the 8th grade on Friday, O'Keel, because we.
Nerd.
Let me show you guys. This is freaking crazy too. I saw this, and this is somebody emailed me this, and they're like, "What do you think of it?" And then I started thinking of it, and I was like, "I don't know what I think of this."
What is it?
So this is a House bill that is going through right now in Ohio. Ready?
A bill in the House is looking to pay students to go to school. The co-sponsor of the bill says it's a way to incentivize.
God damn, Megamind. Holy shit.
That hairline got to be fake.
Absent.
That is the fakest hairline I've ever
across
seen.
the state. Tonight, NTV's Terry Jabor spoke to local schools about the growing issue. And one of the lawmakers behind this bill is drawing some criticism.
House Bill 348 would pay kindergartners, 9th graders, and high school seniors $25 bi-weekly or $500 a year for attending school 90% of the time.
School attendance and chronic absenteeism is probably the #1 issue in education today. It is an absolute crisis.
State lawmakers are looking at ways to decrease absenteeism in schools by paying students. The bill would allocate $1.5 million to the Department of Education to fund the program.
The districts would be able to apply, and then it would be up to the Department of Education and Workforce exactly how to distribute the resources.
Representative Danny Isaacson says he hopes the money could be enough of a push to get students back in the classroom.
It's a principle we all understand pretty well, which is that money can be motivating. But I think beyond that, it's not just about the money. This is a principle that sometimes people just need a little nudge to shift back to positive behavior.
In Central Ohio, the Columbus City School District currently has a 49% absenteeism rate, meaning about half the students miss 10% or more of the school year. However, in the last year, the district has reduced their absenteeism by 12%.
We really have kind of linked into the restorative practices piece, really making sure that our environments are warm and welcoming. So when kids do come to school, they see those smiling faces. They see people that they want to be around. So
Tyree Pollard with Columbus City Schools says it's about building trust with district parents to ensure kids get to the classroom.
it's how we really engage our families in a more meaningful way. So when those situations do happen, people are more apt to tell you, but we have the resources to give to them. This is a community effort. You know, it takes everybody to make sure that All of our students are coming to school.
All right, I
Now,
get
if
it.
this passes,
Yeah,
then
get
it
it?
will be a try.
Thoughts? $500 a year.
I think it's. I like the idea of incentivizing kids to go to school. I like that idea. I do.
I like the idea of incentivizing as well, but I wouldn't. $500 to go to school for a year. I'm skipping.
Yeah, but O'Keel, that's you now. When $500 when you were in high school.
As a high schooler, 500 bones is 500 bones.
Man, no, I'm not. $500 in high school, kick rocks.
Oh, dude, that's a lot of money in high school.
I would in high school, $500. I would have been all over that.
Kick rocks.
Yeah,
really.
So, like, I just didn't enjoy high school.
Yeah, who really did?
I thought high school was stupid.
The objective for kids like us, the objective of high school was to do the least amount of work.
Yes.
While also talking to your friends and having fun, while also somewhat getting good grades. That was the objective of us. It was not to focus on school and get the absolute best grades. It was to have fun with your friends while doing the least amount of work and getting the best grades.
Are we talking
I
about
graduated high school like a 2-4.
High school.
Like, I was a terrible student in high school, not because I didn't understand the material. It was because it was classes like math. High school math was just a complete waste of time. So instead of hearing things like this, like incentivizing the children to go to school, I want to hear about some curriculum changes. Teach them about financing, things that they can actually utilize in the real world. Not saying that everything that we were taught in high school wasn't good.
I believe it was stated that in the bill you should have that it'd have to go to a district with very poor attendance record. Not as what? Why? Every student should have that access to that. That drives me crazy.
No, I think it would be in certain areas because you couldn't pay every single kid $500. You don't have the money. You don't have the money to do that.
So essentially, to me, that kind of seems like let's get these poor kids $500.
But I think that incentive would work in poor areas, though. That incentive
because I think in those areas, I think that, and this is going to sound crazy, I think that sometimes you can find more skills outside of the high school, which is a problem.
So you think you learn more?
I learned more in my neighborhood than I did
from the streets.
Yeah.
You think you learned?
I just don't. I don't know.
What did you learn? What did the streets teach you, Okio?
If it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck.
What I did the streets teach you loyalty? You're a very loyal person, Okio.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just don't think that's an answer. I like the initiative. I just don't like it because I understand what it's trying to do, but I just don't think it's the answer. And I'm sorry if I can't explain myself better there.
What's the answer? What's a better way to do it?
I just think that there needs to be some adjustment to schooling, and especially like in urban communities. Like Chofin, for example, that's a school I would have went to every single day.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Chofin's sweet.
Like I felt like even when I'm walking through that school, I get excited as an adult, and I'm like, I want to go here. I want to learn.
Yeah.
You should see the studio they made, dude.
Man, yeah, we're gonna go. I'm working with Seville to get in there and do a podcast from there because it's sweet.
Yeah, I went there. I saw it with you guys.
Yeah.
They updated it more. Okay, I'll send you a picture. It's dope.
Nice.
It's dope.
Yeah, where they want us to go live from there one time to help get some. I was like, absolutely.
Hey, Luke. By the way, O'Keel and I, on a lighter note, we want to run an idea by you.
Oh Jesus, what?
Huh?
It's our TV show idea.
Oh.
What TV show?
So Luke, hear us out. Okay. Basically, Luke.
Every day, people. Every day.
TV shows like those like game shows on MTV,
like
where they're kind of like more laid back, like
yeah, like the fun, the hip.
Yeah. So we thought a game show for white friends that have black friends and black friends that have white friends, like me and O'Keel, for example, you call the show Reparations. Okay.
Oh my God. All right.
Okay, you call the show Reparations. The white friend has to be a slave to the black friend for 3 days. If they can survive
Master got me.
and pay their reparations to their black friend, they get some kind of cash prize. The only problem is after deciding this absolutely wonderful game show that O'Keel and I thought of the other day while we were bored talking over lunch, we then determined that the black community would probably be mad because if the white kid gets through being a slave to their black friend for 3 days, the black community would probably complain and say, well, of course you're going to pay the white kid, you know?
But here's the thing. And this is why I would still take this. I will take this risk any day, Isaac, because I promise you, I would break you in 2 days.
Listen,
2 days.
I'm all for it. You give me some kind of money reward, I'll do it. I'll be your slave for 3 days.
Like, what's on the table here? Like, what's on the table?
No. I'm treating you exactly how slaves would be treated. I'm going to break Isaac. I'm talking.
Are we putting him
reality show?
Him?
Yeah, reality show. Listen, reality show. I'm telling you, if we get a cast and crew, we put this on YouTube, we will make millions. But let me get something straight.
Sure, but I'm going to be in jail.
No, okay. Listen, O'Keel, we gotta set some ground rules. No raping. Like, you're not allowed to rape me. That happened. Okay.
No raping.
No rape. No beating my face or my like.
No, then it's not what I need to prove my point to you. I need you to feel.
You're gonna beat my face.
Or give me reparations
or like ability to reproduce or anything like that. Like there's got to be some guidelines of what you can and can't do.
I will whoop you with a whoop. I will
James
whoop you with
Naples
a
says he wants to film this reality show. He's in. James Naples is in. I got.
Listen, I'm telling you, if we did this and we made it like fun, and we made it fun, it would absolutely kill on YouTube. And we call it Reparations.
Dude, I want nothing to do with this.
Listen, we're both consenting.
You know what? Look,
black and white best
you don't want to
friends.
do anything with this.
I think it would
That
work.
make me feel offended.
What?
Then I don't want to play a game show called Reparations.
Okay,
Are you
fine.
serious?
Then Luke,
that's racist. You should be a part of this. You should be a part of this.
I don't want anything to do with this because it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of.
Listen, but O'Keel, listen, after this, I think after I'm your slave for 3 days, I want you to go out into the world and be like, listen, I had a slave. Okay? I had a white slave for 3 days. It's
First
not
of all,
okay.
boy,
It's not okay to
don't call me by my first name.
what?
Master.
Yes, masters. Yes,
Thank you.
masters. But like, I want you to go out in the world and be like, hey, listen, having a slave isn't all that it cracked up to be. Okay, I had one for 3 days.
It's pretty fantastic.
I think we're even now. I think it's cool, man. I think the world
Isaac,
is
I
even.
promise you, like I told you, you give me 3 days of you as my slave, I will never mention reparations again. Give me 3 days.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're still watching, if you've made it this far and you want to know what O'Keel and I were like as roommates in college, this right here is it. This is the conversations we would have on the daily.
Here's what I picture your show being like.
Day is never finished. Master got me working. Someday Master set me free.
3 days of Isaac.
How do we sing that for 3 days?
3 days of Isaac singing that song.
I want Jesus to walk with me. Walk with me. I want Jesus to walk with me.
3 days, Isaac.
Well,
I don't think you can bypass the first
Enough
hour.
of this freaking train wreck.
Well,
This show was going so good until you guys brought up a reality TV show called
Bound and breaking. Oh, Lord, I want Jesus to walk with me.
All right.
I feel good by that
Thursday,
song, Isaac. Don't know why.
Thursday, we're going to continue our discussions. We're getting into politics a little bit. We're going to have a guy by the name of Rick Hernandez on here. He's running against Nikki Frenchko. I'm calling it. Nikki Frenchko's competitor, what is coming on, named Rick Hernandez. I will support anybody to get her out of office. So he's on the show.
Big Nikki fan over here.
What?
I'm a big Nikki fan.
If anybody knows any production companies, just spitball our idea. See if you can give them the elevator pitch. Tell them we would love to have a Zoom meeting and talk about our idea.
Dude,
we really think it could blow up.
Naples is in. Naples has made TV stuff. He's in.
Naples.
He's in.
Naples. Let's do it.
He's in. I think you guys should go film this soon. I really do. Let me know how it works. Luke, is this why you fired Isaac? No.
Listen,
no.
I want ground rules, Akil. I'm not getting raped and I'm not getting beat to the edge of death. Okay? Like that's
I'm just gonna what do you want him to do? Like, what do you want him to do?
I don't know. I'll wash his dishes and
that's not enough. You need
let
to
him
feel the
say
pain.
absolutely terrible things to me. Like, I'll take a couple lashings,
When Isaac, this is what's gonna happen. When you try to run away after the first day, which you will, I'm gonna cut your foot off.
Wait, what about it like the Django Unchained, the box? Remember the box thing where they put him in for like a day?
Right, the gas
box, something like that.
Box. Yeah, that's pretty.
Oh my god! All right, well, let's get out of here. All right, so that's Thursday. Isaac, give him our speech.
Thank you everybody for watching. We are the MLO Bros, including O'Keel. He is a loan officer too. Call us if you need financing on your next mortgage and your next home purchase. Also, Luke and I are loan officers. So if you want that sign in your yard next time you sell your house, call us. We will help you sell your house. We'll help you buy your house. I got 9 listings coming down the pipeline here in the next couple weeks. So
9 listings.
Pumped about that. To all the haters that said I couldn't do it, just wanted to let you know that I am in fact doing it.
Yeah. We have closing today. We had a closing today. We have a closing tomorrow. We have a closing in 2 weeks. We are kicking some butt here, so it's all good. So, all right, O'Keel, thanks for coming on, buddy. We'll have you on again, man. It's always good.
I'm very disappointed you wore sleeves today.
What's that?
I'm disappointed you wore sleeves.
O'Keel wants sleeves for you, and you didn't wear sleeves.
I'm really cold lately. I'm very cold. I don't know why. So, anything else to say, O'Keel?
No.
It never gets old. It never gets old.
That was nice. That was nice.
It never gets old doing that to people. All right. Everybody, we'll see you guys all Thursday when Rick Hernandez on. I'm going to ask, what's fun about Rick Hernandez, by the way, having him on our show? Do you remember Nikki?
What's that?
Nikki was talking about the massage parlor and the rub and tugs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He's the guy that owns that building.
Yes, correct.
So
it'll be cool to talk to him and ask him questions.
We're going to talk about that. By the way, we had people asking questions about what were we talking about? You can always watch the shows later on our Facebook page. You can go to the videos and watch it. Marianne, even though you're late, it's okay. And also we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, all that stuff.
YouTube, if you go to YouTube, make sure you go to our live videos and you'll be able to find them there. Facebook, they should be under our videos. It'll pop up in like an hour or something. But thank you everybody for watching. We appreciate you. Are there any other comments before we leave? Nope. Vic says great ending to the show. Thank you very much.
All right, see you guys all later. Bye.
Bye, Rod.
1, 2, 3, 1. Come gather round, people, wherever you roam, and admit that the waters are